Hey, thanks, Alexa. Amazon's voice assistant was asked for a challenge to do by a 10-year-old girl. Alexa responded with, plug in a phone charger about halfway into a wall outlet. Then, touch a penny to the exposed prongs.
Smart.
Now,
Good.
I want to make it really clear that Linus Media Group, The WAN Show, Luc Lafreniere Incorporated, whatever.
Sure.
Every
Why
possible
not?
personal and legal entity involved in this show does absolutely not recommend doing that. That is a very, very bad idea. At worst, you could, at best, let's start with at best. At best, you could create an extremely loud noise and an arc. Well, it's not even an arc. That's just conduction. Yeah. So at best, you could create an extremely loud noise and blow your circuit breaker. At worst, you could start a house fire and, everyone could die in the building.
I think it does say, no, it says then touch. So you're still holding it too.
I guess so. So you could burn your fingers. That would be pretty bad too.
Be pretty rough.
So this is currently known as the Penny Challenge. It started on TikTok and other social media roughly. The most viewed website. Thank you, Luke. That's very helpful.
No problem.
Roughly a year ago, Inside Edition did a report on it in January. Crazily enough, it's not even the stupidest thing that's ever been a social media trend. Have you seen...
Tide Pods?
Yeah, Tide Pods was pretty good. Did you see the one where people were like building human pyramids and like getting seriously injured falling off of them because they have no training whatsoever?
No.
And stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, Amazon quickly responded after being made aware of the issue. Customer trust is at the center of everything we do.
Is it?
Is it, though? Is it really? And Alexa is designed to provide accurate, relevant, and helpful information to customers, said Amazon in a statement.
It must not be designed very well.
As soon as we became aware of this error, we took swift action to fix it. So, here's the question, though. Realistically, how do you thread that needle between providing, up-to-date, trendy information to your users and making sure that you don't advise them to do something that hasn't been vetted by some kind of like safety panel?
Well, you could hire people to make sure that what it says isn't super stupid.
Sorry, you mean hire people to develop an AI to make sure that it's not stupid?
No. I genuinely think, especially in regards to any form of advice or suggestion that isn't a product, I think that should really be filtered through people. Like reading this I was stunned that this actually made it through, and this almost made me think like I know there's a lot of people that are against the idea of automated cars driving on roadways right now, especially extremely still in testing versions.
Yeah,
which there's quite a bit of.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around.
Do we have that same type of issue with suggestions that could go to your kids to plug things into walls and electrocute themselves?
Yeah, I guess if you're gonna beta test, an autonomous vehicle with your children in it, you might as well put pennies in wall sockets. Not advice. This is not advice.
Yeah, this is nuts. I don't know. I really think AI is not there yet to be able to automatically detect if a suggestion that it could make for a challenge or something like that could be extremely dangerous to you.
Yeah.
And it's I don't even think we're necessarily close. There's a lot of understanding that it would have to have about the world.
Now, here's something I want to know. What are the odds that, left to her own devices, this kid wouldn't have come up with something worse on her own? I did some stupid stuff like playing with fire when I was a kid.
But that's external though. This is a suggestion coming from a company's product.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not just dumb kid doing dumb thing.
Yeah, okay,
right.
That's fair. I'm lucky to be alive, truthfully. I grew up in the boonies, all right?
You do some stuff.
We weren't allowed to watch TV until after everyone had finished their dinner, and I had a sibling who was one of those, a slow eater. Yeah.
Kindred spirit.
I had a slow eater sibling, and we had a rule. Not only could you not watch TV until everyone was done their dinner, you actually could not leave the dinner table until everyone was done their dinner. So you know how I eat.
Yeah.
I think the only person in this building who eats faster than me has got to be David Gauthier.
Oh,
Have you
wow.
seen that man consume food?
I don't think so.
It's well, you blink and you miss it.
Maybe that's why.
Like he inhales food. Anyway, the point is, like, I'm an efficient eater. For me, eating is not about like.
I love that audio is coming through right to my ears.
Yeah. Look, it's not about this. Is not about an experience. This is about how many calories and of the correct vitamin nutrient mix I am ingesting and depositing into my stomach.
Move on to other tasks.
Yeah, so I can go do something else, please.
I vaguely remember us having somewhat similar rules, and then my family just getting really frustrated with how slow I ate, and then we just abandoned all of them. I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that happened.
I wish that had happened for me for years. For years, I had to wait for my sister to finish her food, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. I should be able to leave. Like, I know the idea is that as a family, you sit down and enjoy a meal together. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not talking to any of you because I'm sitting here stewing. I'm festering. I'm furious. I want to leave now. Anyway,
you're mentioning stupid things you did when you were a kid. I was in this camp thing. I don't remember exactly what it was, but we were out camping for a weekend, and my parents weren't there. It was just like the troop or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got some kids that were trying to. This is going to sound ridiculous.
Okay, screecheroos and hammers, right?
No.
Okay, something else.
They were finding really, really, really small like twigs and sticks, and then wrapping duct tape around it, lighting it on fire, and trying to smoke it. And I caught them doing that.
What kind of kids were you hanging around with?
What the heck are you doing? And I told them, I guess, because I wouldn't even normally tell them people that were screwing around, but this was just so absurd that I was like, someone else has to know about this. So I told them, and then, like, if I remember correctly, both I and all of them got like yeeted out of the camp. I think
you did.
I think I got yeeted out because my mom heard about it and was just like, no, if that kind of stuff is going on, I'm taking them out now. I don't think I was like kicked out by the camp. I think my mom was just like, this is done. This is over.
I could see your mom doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's probably the most ridiculous individual thing that I remember any kids doing when we were growing up. Okay. For shrug IDK, that's not tattletaling. Okay, so we actually have there's a scale.
No. There's a line. Okay, so tattling is telling on someone just to be mean. If something is legitimately dangerous, then it's not tattling. It's alerting the appropriate authorities, which is not the same thing.
Yeah.
And if someone is actually inhaling like burnt duct tape fumes.
Like I was thinking like permanent damage, like, you know, like you're going to screw your brain up or something. And I was a kid. And even then I was like, you don't grow up properly from this.
Man,
something bad is happening.
Luke,
here.
the stories are coming in. We got Handsome Harold over in Float Plane chat goes, one kid in a high school in my town tried smoking weed in a bounce dryer sheet so they wouldn't smell like weed. Ended up in the hospital.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Oh no, Jaden. Kids in my grade 8 class crushed up rocket candies and snorted them. Okay, so for the Americans out there, those are what you know as Smarties.
Smarties, yeah.
Yeah, so they're those little like powdery circular candies that come in the little wrapper like this. They're called rockets here. Snot rockets, apparently, from at Jaden's school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's really awful. Okay, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I took part in many a mischief and witnessed many a mischief and did not tell, but most of them were just like kids screwing around.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Not like potentially permanent brain damage from inhaling.
Yeah. So someone's Twitch chat's like, yeah, who didn't snort Smarties? Like typical Twitch chat. Typical Twitch chat, YouTube chat, float plane chat. They're like,
oh, wow,
yeah,
that's
like
horrible.
super weird. That thing that happened one time.
Twitch chat's like, I'm doing it now.
This is totally normal. This is a trend on the platform right now. Who isn't snorting Smarties rockets? It's the best.
Oh, man.
Once again, I would like to just point out that we do not, in fact, endorse any of this behavior.
None of this. None at all.
Yeah, the only things you should be snorting are good old-fashioned oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide mixtures, all right?
Nice.
Ah!
Very good.
Love it.